Go.
It's Exposed Time News.
YouTube channel Exposed Time News is presenting a historical documentary program on the role of Biharis in Tarika Pakistan, Tamira Pakistan and Tahaffuza Pakistan. Nawab Syed Shah Muhammad Yusuf Raza Bukhari Shahbazia aka Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass Chatgam historical article by Suhail Ahmed Siddiqui, Pakistan's renowned journalist, poet, critic and editor of internationally renowned Haiku International. Subscribe to channel Exposed Time News and be a part of this program.
Bismillahi wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Suhail Ahmed Siddiqui, presenting my well-documented article on a hero of Pakistan movement, and the title is The Hero of Chittagong, Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass. I have written this article on 22nd December 2015, and it was uploaded with my approval as the chief editor, Live Rostam news agency on liverostam.com. It is still available online, but on Facebook rather. So let's start. The hero of Chittagong, Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass. The disintegration of Pakistan, that is Dhaka fall in 1971, is definitely the saddest part of our national history. Yet the worst point is that most of the names of heroes and defenders of the then united Pakistan are still unknown to general public. Be it the valiant generals, officers, and soldiers of our armed forces or loyal civilians. We can hardly name a few to mention. How many of us are aware of the unmatched role played by Lieutenant General Sahabzada Yaqub Khan, the then and the last commander of Eastern Command, in trying to save Pakistan from total disaster through dialogue. Anyhow, for the moment, my topic is Nawab Sayyid Shah Muhammad Yusuf Raza Bukhari, popularly known as Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass or the hero of Chittagong. The blackened history of Dhaka Fall needs to be researched and compiled with the help of collecting individual accounts of many martyrs and rest of the victimized commoners, besides those army personnel who took the same trail with all might but refrained from sharing their experiences and views for reasons. The hero of Chittagong, Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari, was one of them. One of the greatest defenders of Pakistan at the time of Dhaka fall, Nawab Sayyid Shah Muhammad Yusuf Raza Bukhari was born in 1927 in the historic city of Maulana Chak, Bhagalpur, Bihar, which was also known as Mulla Chak. His father, Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Faiq Bukhari, was Registrar of Bihar High Court, while his grandfather used to be the Sadr Ala, first class magistrate of Bihar in his time. He was the descendant of great saint Maulana Sayyid Shehbaz Bukhari, later known as Bhagalpuri. Father of Shehbaz Bukhari had migrated from the ancient town of Bukhara, now a part of Uzbekistan, to Deodia, Bihar, where Shehbaz Bukhari was born. It was he who blessed the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb with his prayers for the crown. Shrine of Shehbaz Bukhari at Bhagalpur is still a center point for the devotees who gather to celebrate his Urs from all corners of the world. A random online study revealed that the Khanqa Shehbaziya in the name of Hazrat Maulana Sayyid Shehbaz Bukhari is being looked after by, I'm repeating my note. A random online study reveals that the Khanqa Shehbaziya in the name of Hazrat Maulana Sayyid Shehbaz Bukhari is being looked after by Shah Ishtiaq Alam, the present custodian. It was early in the morning of 3rd March 1971, just a few months before the conspiracy of breaking Pakistan got success and Dhaka fell to India. The Nawab Sahib left home for his office of Pakistan Railways. Lying opposite to his official residence was the naval headquarters of Chittagong. Mukti Bahini was busy in shedding blood at large scale, but the Nawab was compelled to be restricted to his compound as the Commander-in-Chief, CNC, did not allow countering. The Indian-backed terrorist militia was all out to bath the beautiful city of Chittagong in blood. Then, at that moment, Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari and his wife started offering resistance quite confidently, while they were not supported by any side. Hundreds of Mukti Bahini fanatics had cordoned off his apartment and hurled petrol to torch the besieged family alive. Fight of evil against faith could not move the brave Nawab Sahib an inch from his position, despite the fact that the stage for Dhaka fall was all set. Miraculously, he was saved. He was saved along with his family by the grace of Almighty Allah. Aid came in as the CNC allowed combating the bloodsuckers, and Commander Haji Muhammad Aslam from Lala Musa, Punjab, took the Nawab family out of flames after his single-handedly fought battle for 12 hours. It was not the end, however, as the militant traitors were still trying their best to kill Nawab Sahib and his family. Commander Haji Muhammad Aslam and Captain Hafiz of 20 Baloch Regiment Pakistan Army, along with their soldiers, came vigilantly to rescue him and sent to West Pakistan, where he was received at the Karachi airport by Colonel Fatimi of military intelligence and thousands of civil society members. He went to see Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in Islamabad and demanded him of the safe return of his family from the war-torn Chittagong, since it was quite apparent that all the anti-Pakistani forces were united and being fully supported by the traitors from within our rows. Dhaka fall was very close. The fearless Nawab Sahib returned to Chittagong to take his family back to Karachi. Mukti Bahini continued threatening and in fact trying to kill the blood and brave. Mukti Bahini continued threatening and in fact trying to kill the bold and brave Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari as soon as he returned to the war entangled land of Bangla. They made several attempts, but to no avail. They had fixed head money on the lives of Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari and his entire family. In the wake of rising tension, Pakistan Army soldiers came forward to help him and dispatching him to Pakistan via Rangoon, Burma. Diwan Varasat Hussain Advocate was also present there on that occasion. After the Pakistan resolution was passed in 1940, the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah reached Bihar along with his entourage. He stayed at the residence of Nawab Sayyid Anzarul Hasan alias Nawab Delha in Marufganj, Gaya. That Nawab was the husband of Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari's aunt. His place was built by marble and spread over 22 acres. The Qaid could not stop himself by praising the palace beauty. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth, the Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass had sacrificed all his riches, that is the lion's share in the family assets and huge amount of money, by donating it to Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah just for the sake of Pakistan movement while the Qaid was on a tour to Bombay. The Nawab Tiger Pass acquired his early school and religious education in Bhagalpur, then went to Patna and Gaya for higher and advanced education and continued his studies even after the foundation of Pakistan. The Nawab Sahib was an ace player of riding, fencing, wrestling, boxing, rowing, and shooting. He was so rich in those times that there were 52 doors within doors to get access to the very palace of his parents. He was the winner of All Pakistan Rifle Shooting Championship in 1952. During the period of 1952 to 1971, Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass had purchased thousands of acres land in East Pakistan. He was the owner of two cars, a tram of 500 cc, two motorcycles including a 350 cc Mitchells, and gold in huge amount in the bank. He had to sacrifice all that just for the sake of Pakistan. As soon as he left, the Mukti Bahini had either stolen or destroyed each and everything. Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass proved his vigor even much before the incident of Dhaka Fall, since the armed forces were fewer in number. The Nawab Sahib was given the task of recruiting volunteers for the paramilitary Ansar regiment to protect the eastern wing of Pakistan. He discharged the duty of safeguarding the port of Chittagong attentively. Earlier, his hometown was attacked by the Hindu extremists in the notorious Bihar riots during Pakistan movement. He and his companions stood firmly with a phenomenal gallantry and repulsed them successfully. He migrated to Pakistan and moved to the famous city of Chittagong, where he emerged as the most successful trader of galvanized drums. However, he had given his business to his relatives and joined Pakistan Railways in 1952. A selfless servant of the nation, hero of Chittagong, Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari joined Pakistan People's Party after meeting with Mr. Bhutto while returning to the Rump, Pakistan after Dhaka Fall. As soon as the government services were restored, he resumed his duties in Pakistan Railways. He had invited the then Sindh CM and the provincial minister for municipalities at Main Road, Orangi Town number 5, and persuaded them to issue lease orders to the entire town. He had made possible the regular supply of water and sewage gas to the town, besides establishing Beva Quarters Colony at Sector 15D for the widows. In 1972, he started clothing business at Aligarh Colony, Orangi Town, in the name of Bukhari Cloth. Being pioneer from the defunct East Pakistan, he was elected as the president of All Pakistan Utility Cloth Dealers Association, while the well-known Bukhari Colony was also named after him. He continued his endeavors for the progress of his people as he bought 480 residential plots in Orangi Town from Sector 14, Akbar Shahid Chowk till Johar Chowk Main Road, and distributed among the poor free of cost. Alas, some of the land was grabbed illegitimately by so-called political leaders. Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass was the chief editor of monthly Young Channel and fortnightly newspaper Young Voice from 1993 to 1998. Died on 28 November 1998. He was buried in the graveyard of Sakhi Hassan, North Nazmabad, Karachi. A number of poets, including Mubarak Mungeri, Rahat Allahabadi, whom he met in his last hours, and Imran Farhat, have presented glowing tribute to the services rendered by late Nawab Sahib Tiger Pass. Sayyid Hasan Raza Bukhari. A Young Voice was in fact edited and published by Hasan Raza Bukhari under the patronage of his great father Nawab Yusuf Raza Bukhari. Sayyid Muhammad Hasan Raza Bukhari, a well-known poet, journalist, and lawyer, is the son of great Nawab Sahib, while he is also survived by a widow and a daughter. Under the guidance of his meek father, Hasan Raza had also established a free coaching center, Anjuman Gosha-e-Talim Free Education Center, besides organizing students' welfare organization in Aurangi town. He is now busy in launching his new magazine, Alami Soch. In fact, he had converted his declaration into a weekly and started off with the publication of a weekly journal or a newspaper with the same name, Alami Soch. We appeal to the concerned quarters to raise voice for the conferment of the highest civil award posthumously upon late Nawab Sahib, besides providing due patronage of his bereaved family. وما علينا إلا البلاغ.